Good evening, I'm Jeff Glore, and this is our Western edition. We are going to begin here with the fires raging in California. 2 of them exploded in size with frightening speed. Together, they have burned more than 100,000 acres just since yesterday.
In Paradise, California, a massive wildfire turning day to night.
There are embers blowing under my car.
This video taken by one of the many families surrounded by flames as they tried to escape.
We have got to get out of here.
All around, homes burning and cars trapped in blackout conditions. These images in darkness, incredibly taken at around 9:30 in the morning. On the outskirts of the evacuation zone, an enormous smoke cloud spread. Drivers stuck in gridlock as flames close in. The inferno exploding in size from 200 acres to 18,000 in a matter of hours. Its dramatic growth captured by satellite, threatening a community of 27,000. Schools with children in class waiting to be rescued.
Preschool has kids there.
The town hospital evacuated.
We've got 4 trapped in the basement. 4 people trapped in the basement. The hospital surrounded by fire.
Those 4 rescued by police as whole neighborhoods were set ablaze.
Babe, get out this lane!
As tens of thousands escape Paradise, being consumed by smoke and flames.
Tonight, we have learned 25 people have died as massive wildfires burn in California. Authorities say 14 bodies were found in Northern California, where the campfire is destroying everything in its path.
This is now the most destructive fire ever in California history, as this community has been reduced to rubble.
The blaze ripping through 90,000 acres of land, destroying more than 6,000 homes in just a few hours.
We're in a neighborhood surrounded by flames. You can see flames shooting out of the roof of this home, and then check out this tree right here. You have flames shooting hundreds of feet up into the air. This entire community is burned to the ground. Everything here is gone.
This weekend, large parts of the community look like a bomb exploded, leaving only rubble and heartbreak behind.
This event was the worst case scenario. It's the event that we have feared for a long time.
Nearly 25,000 without power in Butte County up north, and close to 20,000 more powerless in Southern California. Parts of Paradise now look more like a wasteland. Cars incinerated, homes destroyed, and animals helplessly roaming the streets.
Jehovah, he spoke with me on this day, and it's going to be a time of distress as has not been seen before. I see a humongous fire that is coming, and I do not know what causes it. And then the voice says, we have never seen this type of fire. I see some ladies, they are white people, they are reporting on this. And so the Lord is saying that there will be distress. The Lord is going to do these things at this hour to continue to affirm to this generation that time is over and the Messiah is coming.
Miguel Almaguer.
Heavenly Father, please help us.
These are the terrifying moments families fled the flames in Northern California.
There are embers blowing under my car.
Some in the city of Paradise living in hell, narrowly escaping with their lives.
But we're gonna get fire.
We're gonna get out of here.
As fire closes in, Joe Allen trying to keep 3-year-old daughter Olivia calm, but tonight 5 bodies have been discovered in vehicles consumed by flames. The inferno moving at 80 football fields a minute.
We're just trying to protect structures. That's all we're doing.
In the heart of the firefight, an hour outside Sacramento, crews are losing ground. Tonight it's feared the number of fatalities could grow. For crews, it's too dangerous to look for the missing in places like this.
It was just huge. And I said, oh, if we're going to all die, we got to get out of here.
Exploding from 10 acres to more than 70,000 in a matter of hours, firefighters are outmanned and overmatched.
That fire, from the second it started, was off to the races, quickly grew within minutes, and was well off to burning at dangerous rates of spread.
With 50,000 evacuated, most of the city of Paradise is gone. The so-called campfire damaging 2,000 structures, with more under threat. Tonight, evacuees and firefighters are among the injured. And it's unclear how many have been killed. A hospital evacuated, the elderly rushed to safer ground. No time to spare.
When I get down here, everything's on fire. Even our ranch is on fire. My house is on fire. Everything.
With families like the Allens narrowly escaping with their lives, they may have lost it all after fleeing Paradise.
The wall of flames came in the dead of night. Two fast-moving firestorms within miles of each other. Firefighters unable to stop their advance, instead focusing on evacuations.
And just like that, the fire comes up the ridge. We're falling back for safety.
Evacuate the area.
And in Malibu, panic as an impending plume of smoke threatened more destruction. The entire Oceanside city ordered to evacuate along the Pacific Coast Highway, causing traffic jams before the flames moved in.
It feels like the Garden of Eden just turned into gates of hell.
Even celebrities affected. Rainn Wilson, Kim and Kanye West, Alyssa Milano forced to evacuate, and Caitlyn Jenner's Malibu home reportedly burned to the ground. Also destroyed the historic Paramount Ranch where the HBO series Westworld is filmed. While another brush fire broke out in Griffith Park.
You can see the potential for this fire here.
Forcing the closure of the LA Zoo and the evacuation of some animals. Southern California's Santa Ana winds unrelenting, the fire uncontained.
Tonight, an urgent effort underway right now to get families out of harm's way across Southern California. Powerful, fast-moving, destructive wildfires burning a hole through LA and Ventura counties. In Malibu, firefighters in hand-to-hand, house-to-house combat. The Woolsey fire triggering mass evacuations. Traffic on the Pacific Coast Highway backed up for miles.
The traffic is getting heavier and heavier and slower and slower.
The fire exploding overnight, now more than 35,000 acres.
You can see what happens when these wind gusts pick up. Just a little bit of smoldering debris suddenly sends up showers of embers, and those embers can go downwind and start new fires.
Flames jumping the 101 freeway before dawn, shutting it down. Tonight, dozens of homes are destroyed, and the fire shows no signs of slowing down as evacuation orders and anxiety keep spreading.
If you take a look over here, this home has been completely gutted by fire and is collapsed right in front of us here.
It has been 24 hours since the fire exploded here in Northern California, and it is still windy. That's a storage center behind me that is burning, and we've been hearing explosions. That's why we're walking away. Listen, over the last 24 hours, there have been harrowing accounts of people literally abandoning their vehicles and getting out to run for their lives. Homes like these are burning. No firefighters are around. It's not because they don't want to be here. It's because there's so much fire to fight that they're having to prioritize life over property.
5 miles north of Paradise, Tisha Arroyo and her grandfather decided to stay behind.
You gotta get out of here. Why are you staying?
I thought I could save my house.
What?
I thought I could save my house.
They watched helplessly as their home burned.
Gotti Schwartz, NBC News, Westlake Village, California.
Fire is ripping through Southern California, with high winds driving columns of flame and smoke from the mountains to the sea. Tens of thousands of homes have already been destroyed. The fires sprang up Thursday night. The source is still not known, but intense wind gusts rapidly spread the blaze through bone-dry chaparral and brush into communities. A huge tower of smoke rose thousands of meters into the sky, and the smoke made air quality hazardous. In Northern California, the town of Paradise turned to hell overnight. These incredible pictures show a tornado of fire raging there. The entire town is believed to have been destroyed. 27,000 people fled the area.
me on this day. I see a humongous fire that is coming, and I do not know what causes it. I see some ladies, they are white people, they are reporting on this.
The city of Malibu is at risk. Powerful, unrelenting 40-mile-per-hour winds are pushing flames toward the Pacific, claiming home after home.
Nearly 100,000 people in Southern California have had to evacuate. This is why we've seen dozens of homes engulfed in flames.
There was complete gridlock on the Pacific Coast Highway as the wall of flames hopscotched through neighborhoods.
Even if people can evacuate their homes, this is what they have to contend with. Thick smoke.
This fire exploded overnight. As horrific as it looked from the air, it was worse on the ground. KCBS reporter Jeff Wynn found himself trapped in the middle of the firefight.
You can hear the level of urgency from these guys.
By daybreak, homes lay in ruins, as did an iconic movie location. The toll of destruction now appears to have grown exponentially. Few knew if their homes would remain standing.
The fire tore through these hillsides so quickly, people had just minutes to get out of their homes before they look like this.
You can see how intense the flames are right now, consuming this home. You could possibly see a propane tank going up in flames. The flames continue to consume this area.
The largest blaze, the campfire, has so far charred 100,000 acres, at one point spreading more than a football field every second.
I just can't believe it. It really looks like a war zone.
I could have mounted up and had everything I needed, but I didn't have time. This is hard stuff.
It's destroyed upwards of 90% of the homes in Paradise, north of Sacramento. About 35 people there have been reported missing as the flames separated families.
I see a humongous fire that is coming, and I do not know what causes it. And then the voice says, "We have never seen this type of fire."
Breaking news, a state of emergency in California as deadly fires explode across the state.
The fire, now called the most destructive wildfire in the history of California. In Southern California, two major fires forcing the mandatory evacuations of more than 200,000 people, including the entire city of Malibu.
In Northern California, the devastation is far worse. The Camp Fire has charred 36,000 hectares so far. The town of Paradise is gone. 6,700 structures lost, the most in California fire history.
The aftermath here is apocalyptic.
Two wildfires are torching everything in their path in California.
A fast-moving inferno called the Camp Fire is forcing thousands of residents to flee the town of Paradise in Northern California. The smoke caused by the fire is so thick, it's turned day into night.
Oh my God, I can't even see. It's so smoky.
From above, the fire is almost like a great wall.
I see a humongous fire that is coming, and I do not know what causes it. They are white people, they are reporting on this. And so the Lord is saying that there will be distress.
I'm so scared right now. So terrified.
As the fast-moving wildfire ravaged Northern California, the entire city of 27,000 people was forced to evacuate.
Go!
The highways were jammed with cars. People were desperately trying to escape.
I hope people got up. I woke up all my neighbors, got them out of bed. Next thing you know, their house is on fire. I saved their lives.
Dwayne D'Amico, a retired engineer, escaped with his dog.
I don't think there's not going to be a home left in Paradise. I don't know. When I left, it was all on fire.
So we have spent most of the night riding around this retirement community of Paradise, and I got to tell you, most of the town looks like it's been wiped out. Gail, what we don't know is how many people may have died in their homes because they just couldn't get out fast enough.
Some people abandoned their cars and literally ran for their lives.
I just came around the corner. I'm like, Is that house burned? You can see through it.
Michelle Mussiter lost everything.
My babies grew up in this house.
Meantime, in Northern California, the town of Paradise practically wiped off the map. Thousands have nothing left.
I'm devastated. I'm heartbroken. I'm alone. I'm scared.